Yes, Ina.
Good morning, sir, and welcome back. Sir, ano po ang status ngayon ni Mary Jane Veloso? Was her status
I
discussed
had
in
a
your
talk.
meetings in India?
This was one of the topics of our conversation during everybody was excluded, and there were a lot to cover about security arrangements, including the Filipinos who are in jail facing charges in Indonesia. There are matters that I cannot tell you now. I'm sorry, I am not at liberty, but maybe I can talk to the family first. Before anything else, it would be improper, really, for be talking about it before I get hold of the family and tell them the developments of the case.
Sir, in your speech to the Filipino community in Jakarta, you talked about China's help in assisting the rehabilitation phase of your anti-drug drive. Can you be a bit more specific on that? Will it come in the form of a donation, a grant,
No.
a loan, and will their help be limited only to Fort Magsaysay?
There will be plenty, and China has committed to help us. I do not think that it has placed its limits there. The thing is, I uttered it in a summit when everybody was, except the members, were excluded. And I said that we have this problem about, a serious, grave problem about drugs. And I informed the body that, as a matter of fact, China has offered its help, to which we responded with gratitude. We need it. Well, short, I said, I entered the presidency midterm. Wala na tayong mga capital expenditures. Puro MOE. Mga MOE, mga ano na lang, sweldo ganon. So, this budget that I'm operating now was prepared the other year. So it is implemented this year. No one ever expected about the hugeness of the problem of drugs. I thought all the while that I was controlling drugs in the city of Davao fairly well. But sometimes with, the drawbacks of being, you blurt some threats and intimidation, but I think it's legal and necessary. It is never wrong. I repeat, it is never wrong to threaten criminals. Whatever is the end game of a particular incident or an event, it does not really matter. It is perfectly all right. As far as I'm concerned, as your president and a lawyer, that I have every right to threaten criminals. How it develops to the end game is another problem. So, sinabi ko and of course we discussed human rights. And I think I deserve a few applauses. That you are not there, I am not at liberty, and I do not want to pick a fight with any nation now. That is farthest from my mind. I only want to be at peace with everybody, doing business with everybody, and no quarrels with anybody. Yes.
Sir, last from me, speaking of peace, can you share with us maybe your brief chat with UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon? We understand you were able to meet him for a while. Yes,
but just about, but he was seated beside me, and he had a long. I said since everybody was exclusive, it means to say that it is not for public consumption. But he did mention about human rights, and I responded fairly well, and addressed myself to the body, and I said. Maybe I am not the person that would pull his own chair, but I said You can congratulate me a little bit, but not that much. The most important, I think, that the message I sent to everybody was in this prepared speech. We will, in our foreign relations with the world, the Philippines will pursue an independent foreign policy. We will observe, and I must insist, I repeat, I must insist on the time-honored principles of sovereign equality, non-interference, and commitment to peaceful settlements of disputes to best serve our people and protect the interests of the country. I think that was the most telling words that I could have uttered in any international gathering. It does not offend anybody, but it sends a message that we have every right to pursue an independent foreign policy without interference.